Okay, so we can all agree that Kpop Demon Hunters is a phenomenon at this point. It's breaking all sorts of records, and everybody is raving about it. Like everyone else, I heard about it via word of mouth, that there was this new movie with an original concept that was so good, and I had to watch it. Personally, I ended up watching it the day that a golf ball went through the window of my car while I was driving past a golf course, and the movie was kind of the balm I needed. And sure enough, just like everyone had told me, Kpop Demon Hunters was really good. I liked it. A lot. To the point that I ended up also buying tickets to go to a sing-along screening at a local movie theater. And at the same time, it was missing something. Basically, this film is incredibly charming, but it does have a pretty thin script. The story is simple and, for the most part, goes where you expect it to. And the emotional and thematic arcs left me wanting a little bit more. But what really did surprise me is that, despite all this, how much I enjoyed it and how rewatchable it was. So I got to thinking, why is Kpop Demon Hunters so successful despite its simple premise? First and foremost, we have to recognize the animation and incredibly creative art direction. The animation style in this film is such a blast. It's unique, it's expressive, and it has such a strong visual identity. People have done much more complex animation breakdowns than I have the expertise to do, but each frame is vibrant, colorful, detailed, and dynamic. The design of the world, from the Honmoon to the outfit and weapon designs, and the demons and the demon patterns, are instantly unique and recognizable. The world is also incredibly fully realized. Even with all the questions that remain unanswered, it's such a cool blend of modern and mythical, combining the aesthetics of folklore, pop stardom, and straight-up magic to create a unique blend. Visually, the film creates a world that is heightened, semi-surreal, and doesn't take itself too seriously. First of all, they've got that reduced frame rate that's similar to Spider-Verse that gives it a more comic feel, like it's our world but slightly to the left. And in particular, the character physicality is excellent. There's tons of stylized, exaggerated expressions that combine the 3D animation with 2D art on top of their faces. This at once increases the emotive range of the characters, making them feel more real, and on the other hand, adds to this feeling of a world like ours, but emotionally heightened. And this is sort of an overarching trend. The film isn't afraid to go over the top with these things, it embraces it. And the result is that not only is every frame great to look at, it's another part of the immersion into this larger-than-life setting, where everything is bigger, brighter, more intense. Case in point, within 3 minutes of meeting Huntrix, they casually jump out of a plane and sing all the way down. The Saja Boys aren't just an annoyingly popular boy band, they're literally painting a city block in pastels and hitting people in the face with diegetic heart projectiles. It's not just that the girls think the Saja Boys are hot, Zoe turns into a popcorn machine and Mira eats it by the handful, while Rumi enters a K-drama parody pocket dimension. Everything is heightened.
Play games with us!
A ton of credit to what makes this film so enjoyable goes to the voice acting.
A demon boy band?
When I went through the script for another video, I was almost surprised at how basic a lot of the dialogue is. But the voice acting goes a long way in elevating this material. The cadence and tone kind of reminded me of the voice acting in She-Ra in some ways.
I didn't know being a princess was contagious!
It's often fluid, shifting in pitch or volume within the same sentence. And this makes it feel real.
When the patterns start to show, the whole world will finally know that you're depraved. Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Everyone is so expressive and has these various tonal quirks that make their dialogue sound organic and elevate what can often be basic or expository dialogue, even through small details like characters sometimes talking over each other. I tried to think of specific lines, and there are just countless examples that are instantly charming.
Have fun. Oh, jeez.
These boys will be done. Did you want to come in?
I mean, yeah, if you want me to come in, I can come in.
I made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps taking it.
Every snowflake is special, but one snowflake is probably the best.
In general, the dialogue in this film is just full of personality. This goes a long way in endearing us to the characters, who, especially the main trio, are just so magnetic and instantly likable. We also very quickly get to see many versions of them, rounding them out as 3D people in our minds. They're ridiculously cool in the slow-mo music video fight scenes, they're endearing in their over-the-top expressions, and then they're grounded, vulnerable young people when they relate to each other. The immediate warmth between them, and in their relationship with Bobby, is this wonderful emotional anchor in this bright and intense world. As if the charts didn't speak for themselves. The music is undoubtedly a huge part of this film's success and appeal. The entire soundtrack is just crisp, well-produced pop music. Each song is unique and extremely catchy on its own, while being clear tributes to the K-pop genre. And in line with the K-pop premise, each song isn't just a storytelling device, it's a solid music video to boot. Sick choreography and cinematography gives each song a distinct identity. And the music isn't just a gratuitous style choice either. The music is extra successful because it's integrated into the story. Firstly, by being diegetic most of the time, explained as the source of the protagonist's power, and on top of that, each song functions as a key linchpin in the story, serving a specific function. How it's done is our character intro. Golden is their initial thesis statement, which doubles as a reveal of Rumi's secret. Soda Pop is the antagonist intro. Takedown is the flawed revision of their thesis statement. Free is Rumi and Jinu's forward progress, individually and together. Your Idol is the unmasked villain song that leads into our climax, and This Is What It Sounds Like is Huntrix's full, completed thesis. Like in typical musical theater, the story is always developing through the songs. But here, even more than that, so is time. As in, minus one instance in Free, within the songs, we're never standing in stopped time to expand on one emotion. We're either in real time, like in How It's Done or Soda Pop, or in a montage, like in Golden or Takedown. In either case, time is progressing. Now, this isn't better necessarily than songs that pause in one emotion. It's just extra engaging. A cynical person might say that this is to hold the attention span of the film's younger target audience, especially in the iPad baby era, and sure, but it's still fun. What all of these previous points have in common is that they're a testament to the film's confident style. Now, I'm usually a content over style kind of person, but enough of these stylistic elements combined add up to be really charming. In a word, this film goes out of its way to be playful. If there's an opportunity to give a scene a pop of personality, they do. There's always something interesting to look at, or to listen to, or to laugh at. And this rewards repeat viewings. There's always something to notice, whether that's a fun and unexpected visual gag, or a closer look at the choreography, or some understated character beat. A recurring piece of discourse, especially around animated films, is how recently so many tend to be remakes or sequels while neglecting original stories. And I think Kpop Demon Hunters scratched exactly this itch for a lot of people. While the film does tread a lot of familiar ground, it's got this refreshingly original premise and is completely unapologetically itself. Now, like I said at the start, the film isn't perfect, and its biggest weakness is simply the script. So what are my issues? For one, the emotional and thematic conflicts are solved pretty fast. Both the discovery of and the resolution about Rumi's patterns occur very fast. The time between Rumi fully asking Celine to destroy her and then returning to the girls with a newfound purpose is almost instantaneous. Especially when it comes to these climatic moments, these are things that I wish we just got to dig into more and sit with more. I also have questions about the demon world. Are all demons corrupted humans, or are there also some kind of other species? When Rumi discovers how Jinu became a demon and confronts another demon about shame, it just smiles at her ominously. Is this just a difference in disposition, or are there different types of ways to become a demon? The ideas of patterns and shame also makes me wonder. Everyone has shame, so why do more people not have patterns? Rumi's shame was totally undeserved, and even Jinu's may have been potentially manipulated by Gima. But what about people who truly, intentionally hurt people in a way they regret? How do we deal with that shame and confront it beyond just,
It's not all you are.
I think that's a worthwhile and nuanced question that doesn't always have a single easy answer. And as much as I adored the characters and their dynamics, I did find myself missing some emotional depth when it came to Mira and Zoe. We get their backstories told to us and a declaration of their flaws, but I just wish we'd seen more of that dug into within the story itself. In general, many of the ideas the story presents to us are worth delving into, but the movie often only does so vaguely. At the end of the day, for me at least, a stronger script is always going to, pound for pound, hold more weight than any other combination of elements. More complexity and nuanced ideas are what keeps me coming back to a piece of media. Yes, this was directed towards a younger audience, but that alone I wouldn't say is an excuse. Even TV and film targeting younger audiences are capable of combining simplicity with nuance, in ways that maybe this film didn't quite achieve. But even still, this film is simply so much fun. It's bursting with personality while being a feast for the eyes and the ears. And this combination of stylistic elements makes it a success where maybe the writing alone wouldn't. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it makes up for it. I think it just creates a different set of criteria. So while I do hope for the expansion of the world and ideas in a sequel, this film deserves its success and is more than rewatchable as it is.